Welcome everyone, to the developers versus content creators. 5v5 on Riga Airport. What are we expecting to see?
I joked earlier that this is the Pinata versus the Bat game. But I am selling developers a little short here because they are all mid 2000 elos, so there is hope.
No, I'm positive that this is going to be a pretty balanced game here.
I think Saragar and Oceans are very good at the game. Duro's managed to climb a lot actually recently to 3000. That's crazy. Last time I played against him, he was like 2-6, I think.
Yeah, he's been winning a lot, and the whether it was a bug or intended, the double elo move for the last week or so has certainly helped some people.
Yeah, to climb up quite a lot. Well, yeah, you have to be careful about the devs. Some of them are actually, we don't spend a lot of time playing in the normal servers and stuff. So, in terms of hours played compared to the elo, it can be a bit deceiving.
And just going from the opening moves here, the developers are positioning their opening units much more aggressively than the content creators. How do you think that's going to unfold, Vulcan?
Yeah, I think it really depends on the helicopter engagement, the air engagements as well. We've actually got an airdrop coming out.
I know, I'm locked in on this. I wonder if they'll see it in time to stop it. There we go, Raptor taking a shot, F-18 taking a shot.
It's not dropping any on F, it's going deep for G, but the overcommitment, the greed, not paying off whatsoever.
A single Igla squad made it out. That's unfortunate.
316 points of infantry lost in the crash.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No, it's not.
Very good as well.
And then the revenge air attacks is really effective. MiG-29 getting a couple of kills. SU-35 is loitering in the back. So KD is going to end up pretty even after that opener.
MiG-29 evades the missile and gets out.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting air start for sure, but the Igla will still capture F, so it might give him a little bit of a head start on the conquest score.
I think things are about to erupt over the central airfield here as lots of units are moving towards Bravo and the opposite side of Bravo E.
Icon's going for another airdrop.
Well, he gets some of it out. He gets all of it out.
Yeah.
We got in the middle. We got like 8 Verbas going mid, and absolutely nothing else in terms of infantry. So a bit of miscommunication, I think, from the dev team here, like very heavily securing the Shoraj in the mid.
I think Duro thought he could be aggressive over here by pushing past E, but he runs up on 2 SSO squads with just Ranger Maws and a Wolf, and yeah, you see him immediately back off, but I think those Rangers are unfortunately dead.
Yep.
They're currently
could
being
be a big
hunted
punish
down
here if he doesn't get out, because I think that can all be taken.
Did he use the smoke already? No, they're dead. Definitely.
Oof.
It doesn't matter. They won't be able to get away in the open like that.
And the Jaegers will just have to stand their ground for the time being while the reinforcements arrive. Some pararescue on the way. There's a G-Wagon there. Also, nice positioning of ACV with the sniper in the middle. That'll
I was just about to comment on that.
Back.
That's a really classic position for the sniper because no one wants to be out in the open. And it's not quite detectable from the sides.
That 3 stealth really helping it stay hidden.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting confrontation here over E between Oceans and Duro, because both sides have built up quite a bit, and they're both using like high-tier infantry. Oh, some cruises coming in and intercepted by the OSA. So yeah, Oceans was ready.
Yeah, all of this AA in the middle though is going to have to be really careful with its positioning. I keep checking the line of sight from those ranged snipers. That OSA is going to be in line of sight the entire time. So some artillery, maybe just some airstrikes will be used to clean those out.
We got some planes lingering around here that could be utilised.
Attack finally coming into E though.
What's the play repartition on the map? So from let's say from Foxtrot to I, we get on dev team we get Iron 3D, on the dev team who failed his airdrop. Luckily for him, Arturo Diaz in front of him is not so aggressive, so the situation is pretty balanced. After that, we got Duro on the US team to assault on Echo, and in front of him Ocean, so it's nice because yeah, Ocean is quite good and Duro as well. I don't know about Arturo, but given this elo, it doesn't seem to be too bad.
Ooh, sorry, if we just have a look at Charlie.
Yeah.
It's an interesting point about the mental game here, because Charlie is actually quite poorly defended, and there's a T90M at the front here that could take all of it. But he's a bit hesitant about going in there. He could easily win the point if he went for it, probably with minimal losses.
One thing I haven't seen a lot of so far is smoke, and I know that early game you prioritize getting combat units out because you have to deal with a number of threats. But yeah, some sort of dedicated smoke. Here we go. Actually, it's
We
coming
have it
from
Corin.
yeah, from Corin, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you've also got to worry about the scouts now because they do get those extra launches, so they're a bit more scary on the AT front.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe see the IV resupply in action over here with Corin's Marines and the ACV. But yeah, that's a dangerous position. As soon as Yuri realizes that there's not much there to support, he could push right through.
Okay, sending the B10 first, 45-point unit just to check things out, and then he'll be following it up with the Shlemaviki.
Arturo's F-15 catches a missile and has to pull out.
Oh, look at that! A Booker with a 105, a rare sighting in its natural environment.
It's almost like main guns got a big buff in the most recent patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, top side of the map
Okay, I
with
think Yuri has... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, with Scrub and the other player opposite him, but they're just having a staring contest on that top side.
Yeah, Yuri's found his confidence and he's moving in on Charlie right now. Pretty important because it's going to punch a hole in their defenses, in the content creators' defensive line.
Well, they're up on capture points at the moment, so they can give a little ground. Destruction score is about to be in the YouTubers' favorite as well.
Yeah, it does. It does create quite a nice hole there, though, because this whole center field area below Charlie is pretty much empty, apart from a pack, and that is not going to fight back.
So what happened on C? It's interesting. You see that we have the Nestor on the dev side who managed to come to join and help a bit on C, managing to create a temporary 2 versus 1 situation against Corin. In the meantime, Scrub on the content creator side didn't react as fast and is way more static, and that's the way to go. Big booms on the left.
The G160.
Yeah.
There goes all of Duro's stuff.
That was
actually
sick.
His KD is still, Duro's at 1.44, so even losing all of that, about what looks like 800 points, his opener was good enough that he's still very positive.
There's a big gap in the infantry there now, though, unless Arturo his infantry can make up for the difference. Because
and Oceans has those 2 T14s, which that's potentially a problem.
Yeah, it's going to be
Well, that
dead for a while.
MiG-29 gets away with its life. That was lucky.
I feel like that's every MiG-29 and Su-35.
It's a cheeky sniper team in the devs back line there.
Oh yeah,
I wonder how that is going to play out as the game rolls on.
I don't know if you noticed, but you can now click on the label of an enemy with the left mouse click and display the statistics panel of this unit. So for instance, if you like Arturo near E has Rangers RC, and by clicking on it I can see that it's the close quarter variant. Very fast, it's a very practical tool. And it works not only for observers but also during matches.
Oh, that's a nice update too. I like it for the observer feature. It'd be cool if observer worked during auto match, but I know there'd be some potential cheating issues there. But it is nice to be able to see, oh, this is what the other guy is using. That's why it's performing the way it is, and helping you identify and start to rebuild your deck on the other faction, understand what's beating you and how to better counter it.
There was, yeah, we were hesitant. It's possible to put it in the standard matches as well, but there was some hesitation on the perception of that by the team. Like, you see, is it going to be considered positive or actually some kind of cheating? Like, oh, they're winning because they probably have observers helping them, and we don't. That kind of stuff. For me, it's not really different than having someone streaming and you can help them by watching their stream and giving some advice. There were different opinions about that. So we started with the safe way and only added observers to custom matches where everybody is agreeing on that beforehand.
Some really nice plays being made across the map. The Armored Knight was used from Corrin to laze a T-80 and it got sniped by the HIMARS. And now we have Duro trying to snipe the supply of Oceans, but Oceans picked it up with the MTSM to stop it exploding just in time. So beautiful trades going on across the map.
Yeah, I see that the content creators are getting quite comfortable here because they're pulling a lot of supplies. And I think that tends to happen when someone feels secure in their front line, they start pulling all their supplies up. So evidently they feel comfortable in this position and they're just going to want to sit on it.
It makes sense. They have the capture point lead, right? So at this point, you want to make sure that if the other team has to push to take territory, you bleed them for it. And so, it makes sense to pull supply up, to start pulling out artillery units and focusing on the fire support that you need.
Look, there's even a boss spray with supplies in it.
Killed in the back because we have Arturo Diaz who managed to infiltrate with an airborne Reiki squad on the reinforcement line on the left side. So one S-300 down already to this recon squad. And it's going.
Our master in the middle. It is mobility killed right now. That's not a place you want that to be.
And there it goes. Yeah, ACV snipers on the runway got found out and annihilated by a separate T-14.
Kills swinging rapidly in favor of the content creators now.
Yeah, I think that's because Niester has been trying to push, and even Yuri here, and they're just bleeding quite a bit, trying to make ground over towards Charlie and Hotel.
It's really heating up over
is
Echo
very
here.
static. We don't seem to have anything coming from ACV, neither from Sergei, and in the mid.
Oh,
I'm curious.
Got his double chorney in the middle.
Oh, here comes. I can see it coming. The Magnolia mortar, the signature move, and I can guess it's the cluster variant. Yeah, yes, right. He loves to do that, like use cluster mortars to destroy any vehicle, and if the opponent is not moving fast enough, you get crits constantly with his mortars.
Nasty bit of counter battery there, losing
nasty
two
way
mortars
to
and PCs.
Okay, so we finally have a push in the middle from Sadaga. With the support
over Bravo,
on
so
the
he's
right
going out on the flank.
With the support from C on the right, this push might very well succeed.
I find it interesting, this standoff in Bravo. Yeah, the two Chernye now moving up to push out the hangar with the Moskaya behind. It's like double Chernye against Rangers RRC pararescue.
Yeah, oh, there we go. Oh. They hop in there, they pararescue, panic the Chernye with the flashbang, but they're still so chonky. And now the more Skya, the more Tehi in the background kind of suppress as well.
Yep, so here we go. Swap of the infantry. It's the time of the Moskya Pehota to attack. They should manage to clear B now. There's very little fire support, just the Abrams in the right. Well, on the right for me.
There's that big tornado barrage onto Scrub on the right. They got a couple of kills for Niester.
Yes, I like that the content creators are hovering these ASF all the time. It's really good, and they're managing to keep that Sentinel up as well. Need to be careful of that S300, which did manage to tap the F-18.
Yeah.
Oh, and look, now there's even a sniper infiltrated in the back, so the content creator team probably has every information they need about the air spawn of the devs. This left side is definitely a sponge or not a sponge, but you know, not impervious to infiltration. We know who to blame for. We know who to blame now for the defeat.
I think Icon, his position here is a little tenuous, and I know Arturo is doing a lot to kind of support into the middle and his team with air, but I would be worried if I was Icon about if Arturo makes a big push here. Vidovich are not ideal in the defense, and there's not a lot else protecting the flank there on Fox.
A little bit of a mistake by ACV in the center left of the map as he clusters 5 units very tightly together and they all take a hit. He's lost the optics on his tank and all of his infantry is panicked.
You see that these are the cluster mortars I was talking about. Not a single tank will stand that doesn't take crits all the time and will be forced to resupply. And if by bad luck they get a mobility crit, it's a lost tank. So
that made a good point in the chat. We should have the orientation the same way around on the scoreboard. That would make a lot more sense.
I'm watching from the devs team. Like I don't know where you're watching.
I'm watching with Hotel at the bottom now and Golf at the top.
I'm watching from the devs' point of view here. You can kind of see the entire battlefield. It's interesting to see the way that players have laned it out. Very symmetrical, to be honest, between the two teams. And I just also want to highlight, we just finished phase 1. Only 1 point in favor of the YouTubers, coming from a little bit of capture score. So it ended up being a very even phase, even though about 5 minutes in, it didn't look like it was necessarily going to be that way.
Yeah, I'm very shocked by that.
Because the devs managed to capture B soon enough, so they have B and C. The others have Echo. So yeah, it was a destruction point they got.
I've been very surprised that there hasn't been too much sort of grinding going on for Echo and Bravo. It's not really like much contention going on there. It's just a few sort of infantry units being thrown backwards and forwards. Like Oceans and Icon are kind of just like chilling, and Arturo is just getting busy with his flanking and his aircraft.
Well, if you look at the KD, they're not really chilling. They just got received with a fist in the mouth every time they tried to attack, I think. So they decided to sit back a bit and stop the
Saraga is pushing his advantage here on Bravo. We call it some pararescue and some RRC in the open.
Oh, the RRC on the flank of the Armata. This is going to be
Corin is pushing Charlie and Yuri is responding, so it looks like we're going to have a bit of a fight here at Charlie.
Yuri's got, what, 6 of these PT-76s coming in to support?
Oh, and Corin just took a big hit on his one tank here, so already it's not gone well for him. Oh, and he loses another unit. Is this an overextension? It's looking like it.
Yeah, his strikers are reaching for those mortars, and it eventually worked out. But yeah, he's being forced to pay for all of this terrain.
He is getting wrecked. I think another tank is going down.
His tanks are HCs, only 240 points. But the T-80s he's fighting are 215. So he does need to trade fairly here.
Both the HCs are now crippled and falling back.
Yep,
Can he finish it with the T-90?
No.
Oh, I thought the hero Gonosraki might hit it with the Menace.
Oh,
down it goes.
Just before the smoke lands.
Smoke was just too late.
Oh, revenge kill.
Nice, nice strike from the EX to kill the T-90.
So this is Arturo. Now you see the left, for me, like the left side, the Echo side is now secured. So instead of pushing further, they switch to, at least Arturo switched to support mode, and is now helping his teammates across the map with airstrikes.
Corin made the take there on Charlie, but at considerable cost. So I wonder if Yuri will sweep back in there to take it back now.
I don't know if it was really at that much cost. Corin's still at a 1.3 KD, and the YouTubers are up on destruction score. On another airdrop.
Icon saving up and bringing up his infantry to the middle of the map to attack Bravo with the airstrike. That absorbed a lot of shots from those Patriots. It's going to leave him empty for a little while.
Yeah. I wonder if Arturo is going to figure out how lightly defended the left flank is.
Well, Bravo's certainly in trouble now, and they're going to need to gain back some ground quickly because this is running in the content creator's favor. There's also a B2 hanging out on the backside. Was that loaded with a nuke? Yeah, it's got a nuke. Yeah.
Oh boy, where's the nuke going?
They decided to drop that on the airdrop. I guess we'll find out. There is an Armata there as well, so some juicy points to be had.
I was about to say, I really like the unit combination that Icon airdropped in. Really good for assaulting and cleaning out those infantry. Alright, here's the B2.
On the back, where is it going? On the back, well, in front of Echo.
Foxtrot, maybe?
Sounds like not really the best place here. Like, there's not
taking some fire.
It depends how far back it drops, I think. It's going to take out the Armata, but it's not going to be worth it overall.
No, not worth it.
No, that is not a good trade.
Well, meanwhile at Charlie, we're watching that drop that the PT-76s are pushing through. They're not lasting very long, but Charlie has been captured, so I'll call that a win.
Yeah, a lot of aggression over this Charlie point for sure.
Well, yeah, and now either way, Duro knows that there's nothing in front of Echo. So I wonder if we're going to see he's got a Leopard, he's got some infantry set up, and his artillery is very far forward. So I wonder if that's his cue to really try to drive it home against Oceans.
He managed to get the AA with the artillery after the drop of the nuke. It's a bit of a miss micro on Ocean's side not to move it. So it didn't have to do any less shot. So in the end, this nuke drop is not really worth it, but with the points of the AA on top of that, it's better.
Yeah, I think the other thing about that though is it's not really gaining any like points. Like you nuke that area, what does it give you? It doesn't give you anything to actually push for. Like at least nuking near Bravo would allow you to push Delta potentially, but there's no follow-up behind it.
A nuke on Bravo, a nuke on the back of Bravo would have been much more worth it, even in terms of positioning, to make sure that the content creator can establish a very strong defensive line near Bravo on this line of building that is facing you see the middle of the airport.
I think it was just a misread from the YouTubers.
But it's easy to say when you observe and see on both sides.
Yeah, that's the whole point of casting, is I don't have to do any of my own recon.
It looks like the developers have finally gotten wise to the snipers in their back line, because they have detected them and cleaned them out.
Oh boy, a ton of tornadoes coming in on Scrub's position on the right. I don't think he's realized it. There's been a little bit of counter reconnaissance going on, but no real kills, even from a double Tornado S, although that Leopard is mobility killed.
I'm just happy to see a bit more action happening over the C and B points now. And the Bravo point and the Charlie point now secured. We'll start to push those conquest points in favor of STB.
You see Arturo and Duro are making a move onto Foxtrot, and Duro is trying to push Oceans back into the ocean, so to speak.
To really secure Charlie, you need still to take the little triangle between Charlie and point hotel. Close to the road, there is a triangle of forest here that you need to take, and also taking the forest across the road to really secure the position. As long as you just clear Charlie and sit on your side of the point, it's not really safe. But with the help of Serdega in the middle, I think that they can manage to push a bit further and really secure Bravo and Charlie in the long run.
I think Duro's really overplayed his hand at Echo. Like, after the nuke, he basically pushed forwards his entire force. It's been evaporated by Oceans now, and there really is not much left at Echo. The same with Arturo is now committing for Foxtrot, which he may be able to take here, but if that fails, it's going to be really bad.
That's a juicy target for SMT with an barrage.
Here's an airdrop in response on Fox. I love this from Icon. This is... I love this. It's just really aggressive, fun gameplay.
A little delivery of supply for the RCs.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. I must admit though, the YouTubers are overplaying and overextending a little bit here. They are giving destruction points away, hand, foot, and finger, losing 2,000 points in the last couple of minutes.
They need to compensate for Bravo and Charlie being lost somewhere. So since they are split by the runway in the middle, it's quite hard actually to move a player. Like, what could happen is Arturo taking alone the entire right side from the perspective of the content creator, and Duro switching to B to retake it. But you see, with the airport lane in the middle, it's quite hard to do. So actually, pushing Foxtrot can be a way, to avoid losing the points, the capture points.
The one thing I want to point out, Nestor has a BTR-82 in Scrub's backline, but he just captured that huge supply depot, and it's going to tip off Scrub to the fact that he's got a problem.
We got a big helicopter push coming right on Foxtrot right now. Considering that the content creators are really pushing for this point.
Oh, look at this BTR massacring the artillery. Plus the AA. This is going to be good. And if you manage to fire on position a bit on this supply, there's like 15 tons, so like 150 points of supply in the back. It's also quite a good target.
Yeah, really nice. If you can finish off the NASAs, that'd be beautiful. Lovely value out of the BTR.
Yeah, great play from Nestor.
Here we go. Hero of the Soviet Union medal for this BTR.
ACV pushing to the middle, but he's actually getting pinched by Saragas positioning in the forest, so he bleeds quite a bit to take just a little bit of ground towards Bravo, and still can't secure it with the Morskaya there.
So the Foxtrot point, they did manage to gap it, but the Rangers RRC going to be going down shortly. That's going to fall back in the hands of STB. The Rangers RRC not going to be able to contest very easily when they're out of AT4s, I imagine.
Like, these two Rangers are going to get picked off here by the Spetsnaz unit. If he knows about the other one, which he probably does.
Yeah, I feel like Arturo's units are a little unresponsive at the moment. I wonder if he's having connection issues, because he hasn't really moved any of his infantry in the last 30 seconds. Nestor's making a big push on the right flank towards Hotel, and that's just important in that it's going to keep Scrub from helping Corin out as he gets ready to push back onto Charlie.
Yeah, this Charlie point has been somewhat reinforced, but there's been a lot of back and forth going on here. Like, a guards went forwards, killed like a FEP in the trees there, and so both sides going to be like lacking tanks for like a proper push. But meanwhile, in the middle, like Saraga's like got his T14 and T90 right next to each other. That's giving me anxiety right now.
If we can just get eyes on India, we have a push going on here. Oh, it seems to be petering out a little bit. Some losses on both sides, with the developers team taking some big damage on that infantry cluster. Okay, it looks like both sides they're just both backing away. Neither side feels like they can win it.
Way bigger supply problems for Nesta though than Scrub, because Scrub's got this little cast filled up. He's got the supply right close by, whereas Nesta's supply is like non-existent at the moment. So all of these Spetsnaz are going to have to run a long way back. So
we got about 1 minute and 30 left in this phase, and the YouTubers are up just a little bit on destruction score. I think, having watched like the Broken Arrow World Series, The most important thing now is positioning yourself for phase 3. If you have even a little bit of a key terrain lead, you force your opponent to attack into you, and that means you can usually really collect a lot of destruction score. That was a nice
massive hit on Foxtrot.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you see, getting a like here they already have a +1. Getting another +2 will mean that if the enemy get a +3 in phase 3, that's turning victory into draw, whereas not having it turns victory into defeat instantly. But will they have enough time to
ACV's been bleeding quite a bit in the middle. The YouTubers need to be careful they don't throw any more units in the next 30 seconds because they don't want to give up that one war goal.
Yeah, they just have 50 points above the kill score. So losing a single transport would cost them their +2, and I don't think they will manage to get the capture
the
point.
T-142!
Yeah, it goes down.
Here we go.
Kill secured.
Kill secured, whoever threw that.
I think that was Saraga.
That was not ideal.
No.
Okay, so +3 here. It's a good threshold. It means that the devs have to be up one increment to force a draw. But it's not the biggest increment. I mean, just being up one increment is not... It's not a huge deal. It will force them to attack, but I think it's still all to play for in this last phase.
Oh, absolutely.
You can still secure a draw, yeah. The draw is achievable, the win will be harder, but you know, at some point you can aim for the draw. It's already a victory when you're the underdog compared to the enemy.
What is this? This isn't soccer. We're not playing for a draw here. Come on now.
He's already making excuses.
I would love to see Scrub, because his forces are so much better of a supply condition, make a big push on this right flank. Because even if it stalls out, it'll pull that attention away from Charlie and give Corrin a shot to take it back.
Yeah.
He likes a bit like the buildings in front of H would be a very good position to progress, to threaten C without overextending, and still being close to H to be able to fall back and get back to the resupply if needed. So I would really love him not to push in the direction of I, because that wouldn't achieve much, but yeah, in between I and C on this main road here, that would be nice with the hangars next to the road.
I feel like both teams have had a bad habit of pushing where they can't really gain anything. So
yeah,
like at the moment, they're pushing into C, and it's just not really going to benefit them in any way whatsoever if they do even manage to take ground.
I was just about to say the same thing, like a lot of unnecessary aggression past Charlie. Like, why? There's nothing to be gained down there.
For the devs, no, it's you need this forest past Charlie if you really want to secure it. Once you've cleared this forest, you really got Charlie. Before that, you just contested it, and it's just the next enemy wave will just take it back from you. So.
But to his point though, I'd rather them focus on Bravo. I know they've secured it with these Chorny, but it's not really secure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the moment the devs should be playing for kills and then just sitting on the extra point, like, because on the top side of the map we have Oceans and Icon, who are not really going to be able to take E anytime soon. So like Bravo's the contested point, Charlie's the contested point. Although we haven't got atomic strike.
Oh, not as many kills as you'd like to see, actually.
And it threaded the needle there.
Not worth it this time, and give the +3 in kills to the content resource.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It looked like it was going to get a lot, but he threaded all the bombs in between their units. It's just like gutting.
Yeah. You think Scrub is worried about helicopters coming and attacking him? He's got 4 killer eggs with stingers just hanging out on the flank there.
He lost 4 expensive units to a single recon GTR passing on his back. He got sequels of he got consequences of that, like PTSD of the.
Come on, this F-35 has got to go down. Surely.
Yeah, it went way too far forward. There you go.
Okay, I was about to say there's no justice in this world.
My F-35's never lived that long, so that's about right.
And Arturo is still infiltrated in the back of Ocean. Sadly, the positioning of the recce is not ideal. If you place the line of sight tool on it, you will see that there are big blind spots on this recon.
Sarga just tossed the backside of B. Didn't get any kills. Maybe he'll realize there's nothing there. But the Terminator just got annihilated by some artillery and a SEP.
He'll stand a lot closer this time around at the start of this phase. Like last phase, the content creators got very far ahead and somehow managed to lose a lot of stuff along the way, but this time around it's staying a lot more even. I think they're being a bit more careful.
Yeah, 10 minutes left. Players need to start thinking about their final moves and what they want to bring in. I've only got about 4 minutes to start calling on the heavier vehicles. So I wonder where the final push is going to be.
You've always got to think about your travel time to the front line. On a map like Airport, where you've only got that one spawn point, particularly the far side to the map, it takes a while for your reinforcements to arrive.
Yeah, it's 8.5 minutes for armored vehicles and about 7 minutes for wheeled vehicles. So it's a substantial amount of time to get to the flanks. A little bit shorter if you're in the middle.
Just to cut in on the action here, there's a number of units gathering at India, and artillery has been used to just soften up Hotel, so that sort of gives away to me that he's thinking about going there with all of that, and in fact it looks like he is going to go there with all of that.
Yeah, the repush goes.
Duro is attacking again in front of Echo, which could cost him quite a lot of points for no real capture gains, so this could be the place where the game is decided, like whether Ocean managed to get up on kills with this to counter this assault or not.
He's going for it. He's going for it on Hotel.
Duro?
Yeah.
No,
Dinester on Hotel, yeah.
Well, maybe he will.
Yeah, he's going to make some progress, but I don't think he's got enough to hold.
No,
that.
he's
I think
gonna
once they reinforce.
Either take a bomb on the face, given the amount of infantry that he's.
I feel like if he pulls forces from India, he's got enough. This is not the most well-defended area.
Infantry alone, no supply, no fire support from vehicles. The CV90s are just going to shoot them down slowly and take back in position. So
the Sturms are great against infantry, but they fold to vehicles, especially IFVs. So that attack's effectively blunted.
Yeah, Duro's push has managed to kill quite a lot of stuff on the Echo side of things. M24 coming in to clean up some of the infantry, but the Nassums are in position to take that down.
Oof.
The two Vulcans trying to finish off those Rangers RRC. Looks like the Leopard's going to help there.
Yeah.
But the kills are actually slowly moving in the way of the content creators once again. Another airdrop coming in, looking for Echo potentially. Oh, I see all of the AA and manages to emergency drop just in time.
Yeah, I'll never get used to seeing that in a serious game.
Oh, it's maybe not really a serious game for him because look at that.
That sounds like some cope, FLX.
Yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it?
Feeding the enemy team with constant airdrop can't be serious.
He's just annoyed because he's not playing right now. You should have heard him before the match. He was like, "Oh, we haven't got our A team," and I just knew he meant it's not the A team without me in it. You know?
Oh, dump on the backside,
right? Oh man, and Arturo continues to just rack up destruction score.
Oh, and the F-15 gets away as well.
Wow, yeah, Arturo's KD is absolutely beautiful. Looking at 3.8, 5,410 kills, 1,400 losses is quite something.
Yeah, I mean, he got to do exactly what he wanted, right? He set up this beautiful defensive network on the left, and then he has just been dominating the rest of the map with airstrikes and other support. So
Yeah,
What is
Eagle's
he
now
playing?
coming in to punish the Su-24.
Oh yeah, it's playing. Oh yeah, it's playing airborne special forces. So he has a huge air tab. You can do that all game long.
yeah, that's my favorite deck. But the enemy brings one tank and you're screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, it's getting a bit messy for the devs now, as they're making a lot of aggressive plays that aren't panning out. I think the pressure of being so far behind is starting to get to them now.
Yeah, and that's also lost the Su-35 for free to the anti-air, so that wasn't very fun. But Corin making here a very strong push into Charlie, and unfortunately Yuri's being broken down quite substantially. His tanks very damaged, and now the follow-up's going to come through from Scrub as well.
On Echo though, Ocean's T-15 supported by infantry from Icon actually making some progress in punishing Duro's overextension there. I don't think he has enough to continue to take the point.
No, it's again infantry on foot without any support and supplies. It's the last charge of the BD, I guess.
Wow, that's brutal.
What does he put on his Eagle? Or 9 small JDAMs.
And harms, yeah.
Yeah, harms.
I would have liked to have seen a bit
using
more
that.
like rocket artillery and just artillery in general being used against these like larger, more concentrated pushes. Like when Duro's like pushing out of Echo, for example, and Charlie right now is just fantastic targets for tornadoes.
Well, we have 2 tornadoes about to shoot on the side, but it's shooting on H, which is quite spread out in terms of positioning, so not so efficient. Wrong asset. The right asset at the wrong place.
Yeah, just a single RRC squad for those 2 tornado barrages. Not ideal.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map from top to bottom, and I don't really see a realistic push window. There is this group of tanks and IFVs coming down the center here towards Bravo, which the devs already hold. But I don't see how that translates into a win.
Just got to yell every point and hope for the best.
Yeah, at this point, you have to have a 3 capture point lead. And you have to try to get the KD down by 1, and you're going to bleed a lot to get into that kind of territory control.
Absolutely.
So,
It's over.
I feel, I know it looks bad now, and it is bad, but it looked really competitive right up until the last, 8 to 10 minutes.
It
Yeah,
looked
and
very
that's just a
competitive
function
until
of...
an airdrop was shut down right at the beginning.
But they did a good job recovering from that. That didn't really... I mean, it was only a single war goal for the first phase. I think it was more the US team, the YouTubers had just better key terrain control going into phase 3, and so they were able to just bleed the devs constantly.
Or really nice counter battery here next to Bravo. I think he might get that artillery, maybe?
The Magnolia is
Okay,
very
another hit.
resilient. So unless it hits directly on it, it's actually going to survive Jamali.
Yeah,
It's
the
a big,
Magnolias are
she's-
junky.
This armada from Oceans on Charlie is actually doing a great job of taking control of the point kind of solo by itself. And Corin's reacting, but he's just got a bunch of light infantry out. Here comes the Guardian from Scrub to save the day.
Yeah, it's also a bombing strike.
Oh, did he hit his own? That was blue
Yeah,
on
he
blue.
did. Yeah,
That was
it
blue on
was.
blue, man.
That was not friendly fire from that F-16.
Oh, the yellow begins. Ocean has switched to the right with you see Ocean's completely switched right. Like we have a bunch of boomerangs switching to C. This is the kind of move that could have been attempted earlier. Now it's a bit too late. 1 minute and a half. It's completely too late.
I'm really impressed with Oceans though, because he's also pushing on Echo at the same time with a Barbarous and some GRU.
Okay, we go again with another Pinata.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They didn't even land in a spot where they could help with this engagement. That is not great.
to be honest, absolute kudos to him for these airdrops. It has certainly been amusing.
Like, that's the feature I worked on, and I'm going to show it off.
A group I played with had a rule: if you have a KD under 0.5, you have to delete that deck. So I wonder if Icon can keep his KD high enough he gets to keep his deck after this.
That's a great rule.
There's a brutal fight going on in Charlie here, which is quite an interesting one to watch.
Yeah, I'm just zoomed in on the carnage.
Yeah, Corin's just throwing his infantry into a blender, just trying to hold on. He's actually going to give it up. Nice push from Oceans and Yuri.
A little something here in the last dying moments of the game.
Oh man, that FEP is getting bullied by the Armada too. Yeah.
Oh, there you have it.
And that's game. GG.
Lovely. Really good stuff. Arturo there with the 3.9 KD. Absolutely wonderful support play with the throughout that
support
one.
Players for the win, huh?
Yeah, Scrub on the other flank also got himself a nice KD. He was trading well down there.
Mm-hmm. I looked down at one point in the early game, Scrub's KD was 15 something. Obviously can't hold that forever, but it was impressive.